Hello, beautiful divine one. Thank you for coming to co-create here with me, with us today. I don't know if you can hear the birds chirping, but this is kind of what I'm feeling. I'm feeling that you're entering the season of spring. Where I am located, which is South Africa, we're actually about to go into spring. 1st of September will be the first day of spring. So, but that it doesn't matter where you're located. What I'm feeling and what I'm seeing is kind of like a little chick like bursting out of the egg, right? But I'm not seeing it as difficulty, right? I'm not seeing it as the little chicken's having to like pick its way out of the egg. I feel like whatever is this new season that you're going into, it's almost like the shell is being taken off, like it's cracked, like you see in kitties books. It's cracked and it's just the top that has to come off. So I feel the feeling is something, it's like easy. And now it's really funny because I'm seeing like eggs over easy in my mind's eye. So confirmation there that something is, whatever is going to happen, whatever has been happening, and this is, I feel very much linked to, I'm getting confirmation there, linked to this opportunity that they have been speaking about or bringing up for you, warning you about, right? But it's more like preparing you for what is to come, for what you are bringing in for yourself, because you are doing this through your frequency, right? You're doing this through your energy, through what you have been embodying, through the choices that you have been making, which I say this, that this is all coming through it too, right? You have been choosing you more and more. For some of you, I'm hearing in like the tiniest of ways. And these tiniest of ways have had like the biggest ricochets that you could ever possibly even begin to comprehend. So this is also confirmation that a lot of times we feel this pressure to do something big, to do something drastic, right? So that we can see something big that will give us like an immediate result, this instant gratification. And this is something that this is very much a human trait. It's something that is very much linked to time, right? And not being patient, the need for things to happen now, 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 now. So instant gratification is a paradigm that you are beyond. And I feel that if this message has found you, you are very, very well aware of that, right? Something I heard, and I'm hoping that I can repeat it as it was said by, I think it was the Channel Zero. You have to be as patient as you are present. Basically, I hope that I've said it the right way, but basically what the message is that if you are not present, you will have to be more patient, because when you are present, you collapse time. Right? So when you are present, you don't really have to be patient. Things happen faster. And this is not a new message for this collective. I just really liked the phrasing there, and I thought I would share it with you. It felt resonant to share. So I'm feeling very much a Queen of Pentacles energy. I'll take the cards out in a moment, where it's patient. Your patience is required, but your presence more so. Because when you are present, you don't need to be patient. When you are present, you get to play in the here and the now, and this opportunity, it's like what I'm feeling with this shell, this popping out of the shell, this coming out into the world. It's also kind of more like seeing things, like eyes were covered, and now this thing, whatever it may be, is actually going to be presented to you, shown to you, or at least you'll be able to have some sort of like seeing something in the distance, like you're on a boat and you can finally see land and it may be very, very, very far away, but like you can see it. You're like, okay, might be that, might not be, maybe we're going to the place behind it, or maybe it's just a halfway mark, but like you can see something tangible enough for you to anchor in, right? For like, what I'm hearing is they're giving you something to settle you, right? To settle you, almost as if some people really struggle with seasickness on boats, and if they don't take medication, really it's not a pleasant trip. I am fortunately not one of those, but I have experienced seasickness once in my life, and it's not very pleasant. So this is kind of what Source is giving you. You're on this boat, you're starting to get really, really seasick because you're like, okay, cool, this thing's coming, but what, when? Like, because you're really not enjoying your boat trip. Like, it's now officially uncomfortable beyond belief, right? It's like, I don't understand. And this I don't understand came through yesterday. And it's funny because I actually saw that I lost a few subscribers, I think. I think the number was a bit smaller. I don't know by how much, but I just felt that it was smaller. So I don't know. Maybe this particular like message is not, well, it's not for everyone. It's for you if you choose for it to be, right? It's for you if it resonates. And then if it resonates, you get to choose, right? There is a step beyond resonance that only you can take. And this is with everything. This is also why nothing can touch you unless you allow it to touch you, you know. Anyway, coming back to the stream that is coming through for you. And it's a beautiful thing, because now I'm seeing rainbows, and for me, rainbows are just confirmations from God, confirmations from Source, just beautiful reminders that we are on point, right? We are where we are meant to be. We are in alignment with our truth. Okay, that's what a rainbow signifies or symbolizes for me. Maybe for you it's something different. So Source could really feel your struggle, for lack of a better word. You're like, I'm not happy, I'm struggling, and you're starting to get a bit impatient, to the point that maybe you gonna start throwing your toys out the cart and start causing a bit of unnecessary chaos. And there is no shame, blame, or guilt here, friends. Everything is perfect. You are perfect. Everything is happening and unfolding exactly as it was meant to. You knew that you would kick up a little bit of a fuss at a point. And it's difficult for all of us in the limbo phase, right? Jung is a good person to follow, because he speaks about like the emptiness, the void. Like you know who you are now, but not really, but you know that it's not, you know who you're not. And now you've left everything that is not for you behind, and stuff feels maybe a little bit empty, a little bit hollow, a little bit echoey. And it feels a bit echoey. So in this echo, right, we can get a bit impatient, like, okay, where are the people? Where is all this that I feel, that I know is coming for me? Where is it? Where is the land? This boat journey is now becoming very uncomfortable. So Source is going to give you like a little bit of an antidote, for lack of a better word, a little bit, something to settle you. Take it how it resonates, friends. Okay, I'm being told to take the cards out. Please, if you feel called to, ground yourself in this magical now with your breath, breathing in through your nose to capacity before, and holding for a moment or two at your heart space, at the source of you, before fully surrendering on each exhale. Breathing at your own pace. I find 5 to be the magic number, but do whatever feels good to you. Okay. This is a lovely energy. I'm feeling almost like I was going to say it, a calm surrealism. Like, okay, what is the bottom energy? 3 of Cups. A calm surrealism. For me, this 3 of Cups is really, really representing the coming together of everything, right? I know I often say that 4 is the number like of foundation, and it is. 4 is also the number of creation, like body, mind, spirit, and a magical element, right? So what I'm feeling with this 3 of cups is that all the pieces are there. Oh, I took 2 cards up. All the pieces are there. Okay, I'm going to take this other card. It's temperance, and I'm putting it down because I feel like this card combination came out very, very recently. If I can find, if I remember which reading, I will link it in the description box, because I'm feeling a very similar energy, which is things are coming into balance, not in the way that you thought. Okay, I'm being called to these birds. Remember I said, like, you shatter the darkness? There was this beautiful imagery of this ball of light under a lot of pressure, and kapoof kapow. I feel like I have the girl, you know, I had like a little crisscross in my fringe. Interesting. Okay, so I feel like this is really emphasis on this breaking point is what I'm hearing. Breaking free point. Okay, there is one card that is face down that I'm being called to look at first. It is the 5 of Cups. Okay, we also actually, the first 2 cards that came out, we have lots of 5s. The 5 of Wands, the Hierophant, which is 5, Temperance, which is 14, which equals 5, and the 5 of Cups. This is, I'm getting such beautiful confirmation here, because when I'm like, this is your biggest shift ever, your biggest, just, I don't even know if shift can really explain what I'm feeling, because it's a little bit beyond just a shift. I feel like it's full embodiment of something. Like, I think for some of you, it's really where you reach the surrender point, like the absolute surrender and trusting and knowing with source, like knowing that wherever you're going, it's exactly where you actually want to go and be, and everything in between is just a necessary. It's like the yellow brick road taking you to Oz, right? And along the way, you're going to meet some friends, you're going to make some friends, you're going to pick up some skills, you're going to learn a few things. This is really like, I'm just feeling you accessing your 0 point, right? You really, really surrendering to everything exactly as it is, surrendering to the now, surrendering and like allowing yourself, because what I'm feeling here is like you're chasing your dreams. It's like, to hell with it, to hell with everything. And this is interesting because I think yesterday in yesterday's message, I don't know if I said this in yesterday's message for this channel, but somewhere I channeled for a message where what it came through was, for me, my way, my way to heaven currently had to go through like through the highway of hell. I don't know if it was yesterday, but this is, this is very much, sometimes things are difficult and we have to experience extreme difficulty to actually get to the point of full surrender. Right? If everything was beautiful and perfect and there was no contrast, what would we have to surrender to? Why would we want to surrender? Why would there be a need to surrender? So first you had to experience everything to get you to a point where not only could you surrender, you would want to surrender, because you would know that then you actually get to experience things as you came to experience them, right? In this oneness. I have, if it's right here, I will, yes it is. Okay, I'm going to just turn to a page and I'm going to read it through for you guys. Page 2. Okay. as you can see, it's quite tattered. It's very channeled text, let's call it that. Your work follows your mind. If your mind slows up, there will be a subsequent slowing up of your work, business, etc., which may be several days later than the mental slowing. For the mental pattern takes some time to come into the physical octave. How careful you must be to always keep your mind up to a good pitch of enthusiasm so that your work will always be constant and not fluctuating. You are getting close to the point where your efforts follow causes more closely than formerly. There is no royal road to fortune for the truth student. Each step of the way must be fought out and victory won. Then, as your work follows your mind, you will gradually fill in the gaps so the supply will not be ample but continuous. Supply is supply where the money, health, or other symbols are required. It is true that some symbols may be easier produced than others, but that is because of a different mental development in one line from another. A further advancement in consciousness in one direction than another. Complete surrender means that you do just that in all ways and activities of the physical realm. Deliver them to me, to Source, to God, to whomever. and I will direct all your ways. You do not know your destiny or what is required to make that destiny effective. You cannot see ahead or know my plans for you. So by complete surrender to me, I direct all your comings and goings and activities in just the necessary ways to bring this destiny to full completion. Emphasis on just in the ways, right? There is still free will. There is always free will. Destiny takes into consideration the things necessary to be present to the present plane of activity that will be required to accomplish that end. Health is just as necessary as prosperity, and an example to others, it is doubly necessary. As an example to others, it is doubly necessary. As long as you keep trying to help me, to help you, you will fall far short or full success. You will either fall short or land in success. Friends, this was channeled on a typewriter, so just forgive some of it. If I stumble, I really do need to type it out. Come unto me with your heaven-laden fears, and I will give you rest and peace and supply and fulfill your destiny for the physical plane. This takes absolute trust in all ways, not trust in some directions and meddling into others. Commit thy ways unto me, all thy ways, that your development may be harmonious in all ways with your spiritual advancement, producing a well-rounded life in all its aspects, a life beyond your wildest dreams. Okay, I hope that resonates. I hope that I read it okay. As I said, I stumble on the words a little bit sometimes. I must really type it out. But this is what I'm feeling for you, friends. I'm feeling like in this surrender, you are really going to be given all the guidance that you require to know which yellow brick road to step on. I'm feeling just magic for you. There is no other way to put it. So if this finds you, this is a short one, friends, because I'm being told to stop there. I feel like this is connected to this whole deep rest, this whole resting easy. So if any of those messages resonated with you, I feel like this is just an add-on to that. Like Source is now really you're going to be seeing a little bit more of the direction that you feel called to go in. Okay. Have a beautiful, magical now. Bye-bye.